Before I left New York City, I was in the middle of, I used to go to this yoga center called the WOOM Center, WOOM. But it also
Okay.
sounds like the womb center. And when you're in there, they want you to feel like you're back at that home space, that initial space where your life created and where every day you can choose to be reborn however you want. So
Wow.
the womb and how they spell it is also significant of their emphasis on sound. Sound for meditation, sound for bringing yourself to realization, sound for bringing yourself into different states of being, sound and breath, bringing yourself into different states of consciousness. So without any manipulation from external substances like psychedelics, you can reach a psychedelic state through your breath work and through syncing up with the sound vibration, right? And my cat is going crazy, like, yes, you can. So I would go there and I would do my yoga practice, but every Friday and every full moon, they would have a 2-hour sound ceremony. And I became so in tune with myself after every session. I would walk out of there a new person or with a new understanding or with a new realization that I was like, I need to harness this for myself. So I was talking to the guy who runs it. Him and his wife run a sound school. Long story short, I'm certified in sound healing for level 1.
Oh.
So I have like different instruments and different sounds and different tools that have to emit different vibrations. My friend has her set up with Reiki back in New York. New York has all my woo-woo friends, and I miss them so much. Georgia is like, I haven't found that community yet, but I'm here to wrestle anyway. But I will
Yep.
create the community that I want based on the practice that I want to start here privately. So like having
I
one-on-one
love
sessions
this.
with people where I can get them into a state where they can meditate, and I like there's a way you can comb through people's energy. So like I do this is my spiritual practice that I'll do on myself with tuning forks and with singing bowls. And it's relaxing. It's like if someone just breaks out a guitar and wants to play a song and just kind of chill, I'll like break out my little instruments and I'll just relax my mind. So I realized with my friends, just to keep up my practice and like my training, I'll just be like, hey, roommate, do you want to lay down for like 10 minutes and can I comb your energy? Can I use my tuning forks on you? And they
I
always end
love
up
that.
leaving the session going like, wow, what was that sound? I've never experienced. I felt like the room was spinning, and it depending on like what personally you're going through and what chakra it's related to. When I comb through your body laying flat, like in a shavasana or something, when I hold the tuning forks over you after I like attune you and kind of get you into a different like calm state, parasympathetic state, I can actually feel it when I'm going over your body. Like if your chakra is blocked or overactive, it'll actually push my forks up. And then
Wow.
yeah, so I'll comb people. I won't touch them at all, but I'm hovering like an inch off their body. And it's wild. All I do is if you just do that after like 5 or 6 passes, it smooths out and it's not there anymore. And then I take an ohm tuning fork and I'll like pinpoint. The point of the tuning fork will touch the skin in that spot or in that sounding board, and it'll just kind of open up, or the sound will enter your body and it'll emit. And then it's just kind of this, I don't know how to further explain it without sounding crazy, but
Girl, you're talking to someone who identifies as a witch. So
you get it. I mean, well, I
this
guess
is
you're
not a place
capable.
of sounding crazy.
Great. I don't feel alone.
No, you girl, you're in a safe space here.
So I would call stagnant energy a blocked area. Because stagnant is no movement, blocked is completely closed off. So it doesn't have to be completely closed off to be stagnant. But those same lumps can be an overactive area. Like the last person I did had an overactive heart chakra. And it literally, it took 4 passes for this thing to calm down and kind of like rebalance. Because if it's just open, you're spilling out energy and you're constantly drained, anxiety, depression, kind of a result from that. And it's a practice. You have to continuously do this, but the effects that you feel after are immediate. So when I found that, and when I got to a point where it wasn't so magnetizing to my forks, like my vibration to her vibration, then I took my own one, which I want to go get them and show you.
Do
Can
it,
I do that?
please.
Okay.
Absolutely. I would
Give me 1
love that.
second.
Go, go, go.
So, for whoever hasn't seen a singing bowl, this is my singing bowl for personal power, yellow, the solar plexus chakra. So, I used to be a yoga teacher before I started wrestling. I went from dancing to yoga to bodybuilding to wrestling. So that's the arc of my lives that I've lived. But these are the forks. It's in C and G. And when you ting them together lightly, it emits this like emanating sound that gets bigger than what you would think it would to fill up a room. And I'll go for the headache from here. You start off in, and then you bring it around like a halo over your head, and then you cross it over. And I'll do that a couple of times until like maybe 30 seconds after I can't hear it anymore, because the person who's next to it will hear it. And then, this is the combing. And then
I love that you self-heal as well as heal others.
Anything I study,
why not?
Or anything I'm good at is because I needed it for myself.